Alright, hey y'all, how y'all doing? I know I ain't made a video in a minute, but I want to make a video today, and I just want to give a little clarity on what really narcissism is, okay? And just the spiritual warfare that we in, just life in general, okay? Because a lot of people have to be told, like, when they go to church, what's right and wrong, or what's good and evil. This girl, she been screaming outside for a minute. I was trying to see what the hell going on, but anyway, never mind it. But if I stop the video, no, I'm saying. But anyway, so I want to get in. Okay, so about the spiritual warfare thing or whatever. We are all born with good and evil in us. It's a choice. Narcissism is a choice. They choose to be evil. They choose to be corrupt. They don't know how to heal. They're hurt. You know what I'm saying? We all been hurt. A lot of us all have had trauma. Okay, so I just want to put. Okay, so it's a guy. I forgot his name, but it's a few of them who are self-aware narcissists or whatever, who end up going through their healing in therapy and all that type of stuff, whatever, right? And what that is, they make the choice. They got tired of living in their hell. We create heaven and hell in this earth. We are the living testament, okay? We are what's going through. So when you're going through narcissism, which I end up as an empath, when I was going through my thing with these narcissists or whatever, I sometimes was feeling like I was a narcissist because I would spaz out. You know what I'm saying? I would trauma bond with them. I had a hard time letting go because of my abandonment issues or whatever, right? But I wasn't doing anything deliberately to hurt anybody. It was just I had a hard time letting go, okay? Because of my childhood abandonment. So we all have had trauma. When that trauma that we go through kind of makes us choose to live in heaven or hell. You know what I'm saying? It's the warfare that we in. So if you choose to be happy on purpose, choose to treat people good on purpose, choose to live in your truth, that's heaven like. You know what I'm saying? You are in heaven. You get to manifest. Things start coming different. Not saying life will be easier or any different, because once you awaken and you become aware of things kind of get a little harder, but then you're able to, it's like going through school. Each level, you got to level up each level. Each test get harder because you going to a higher level. That's what spirituality is. That's what being aware feels like as well. It's just spiritual school or whatever, right? So when it comes to narcissism or whatever, you need to be aware that we are the living testament. Like, the people who we encounter every day are either good or bad people. That's just what it is. And the flesh that we wear is the mask that we put on. You know what I'm saying? We smile. I don't know if you ever seen like some scary movies or whatever, right? It's one called, what's it called? Looking for Rose, Finding Rose or something like that. It's a little girl who, after she dies, a similar demon take over her body, but you can see her practicing in the mirror on how to smile. You know what I'm saying? She's teaching herself how to smile, how to put on this mask, and teach yourself how to be the perfect little girl in front of certain people. And that's what people mask are. Like, people who are awakened, they see, like, the people that you encounter every day. You got to put your discernment on right away if these people are good and evil. And sometimes it takes years to know this shit. You know what I'm saying? This is, you know what I'm saying? Because we are taught otherwise. We are taught that heaven and hell is when we die. These demons come when we die, and devils, we gonna see devil and God when we die. No, we are alive for a reason. We are alive to witness for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Because the spirit is energy. You know what I'm saying? The spirit is energy. So you have the Holy Trinity is your flesh, your spirit, and your soul. You have to master all three of them. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing, it's nothing outside of you that's really real. You know what I'm saying? That really matters. Besides, like, the people you love, you know what I'm saying? You can care for them. But even that comes to limits. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got 4 children. I always let my children know, if you become a little too toxic for me, I gotta let you go. If I come too toxic for you, you gotta let me go. And I stand on that because I want them to be happy, and I plan to live in my own happiness as well. I don't want anybody to deter me from being happy at all. So when it comes to narcissism, doctors and scientists put clinical terms on stuff to keep you outside of yourself. They want to give you medication to keep you outside of yourself. Let's say if you get headaches a lot. Sometimes you get headaches a lot because you're stressed, you're in your head a lot or whatever. Try to get out of your head. Try to get into your heart. I was suffering from major headaches. And when I'm overthinking, I get headaches. Even sometimes I take a Tylenol, that motherfucker do not work, okay? Because I have to get out of my head and I have to get into my heart, okay? Our bodies are self-healing. We are like a dang on machine, okay? Our bodies are a machine. And is controlled by the spirit is the emotion. So if you get angry, you get happy, those emotions you feeling, sometimes they go into overdrive if you do not control them, okay? Once you master your emotions, you'll master your spirit, okay? Your consciousness, your soul is what tells you right from wrong, okay? So, it's so deep, y'all, but I just want you to know, so they want you to go to church because if you go to church and you believe in Jesus, who didn't even save his dang on self, who came back 3 days later and still didn't save nobody else, died and came back, they want you to think outside of you. We all have the stories of everybody in their Bible. We all are the living testament, okay? So, and they don't want to tell you that the church is the one. Jesus was never in the church. People read your Bible. If you're going to really read it from front to back. Don't go where the pastors is telling you to go to Mark 3:16 and read that shit and then forget to go from the beginning. Read it from the beginning to the end. It is full of metaphors. It is full of contradictions, okay? Just like the just like the English language. It takes parts of other languages and put it all into the English language. That's why some shit don't make sense, okay? That's why the motherfucking G is silent sometimes. They don't make no goddamn sense, right? So they take the Bible is taken from other religions, other beliefs, and put into one with a little twist, okay? Just like they want to make it feel like the man is the leader. The man is not the leader, okay? A lot of men got this power trip thing going on. The man is not the leader. The woman is the leader. It is the man's job to protect the leader. That's what the man's job is to do, to protect the leader, okay? If you ever watch cartoons and stuff like that, the woman is always the one running the household. The man is usually depicted as the stupid one who has to go out and make the money, okay? Not saying that men are stupid. That's not what I'm saying. But in reality, a lot of men, their logic is like so... I can't explain it unless he in tune with his feminine. Because a lot of men are just so in tune with their masculine that they don't know. And then you got the men who are too in tune with their feminine who want to be females, which fucked up the whole order. Of shit is all fucked up, okay? All because men want control. Men want control. And the thing about control, it makes people lie. It makes people turn the truth around. Women give life for a reason. They're the ones who give birth to the babies for a reason. That's why men, he can go spit his shit and not even have to be there for the child. There are some dads who do raise the children. If the mom dies, he does what he can. I'm not saying men cannot raise children. That's not what I'm saying. But there's a reason. There's a natural order. Why all babies, when they start off in life, they start off as a girl, okay? Every child starts off as a girl in the womb. But for some reason, men be on this power trip. That's why they wanted women to, okay. Remember in slavery, they didn't want black people to read. They didn't want black people to do shit. But black people were able to vote before women. Look it up. Black men were able to vote before white women. Okay? Because women were inferior to men. It didn't matter. They were inferior to men. As long as a woman was supposed to do what the man says because they were intimidated. Women, I got to toot our horns on some very smart beings. There are some women who are dumb as hell. There are some men who are dumb as hell. There are some men who are smart as hell. It all depends. Duality. So There's a balance with the feminine and the masculine energy. We all possess it, both energies. So if a woman is too masculine for a man, that's because he is an insecure man who's not secure within his feminine ways, his femininity or whatever, right? And that's okay. You're supposed to have a little feminine in you so you'll be able to feel emotions. Okay? That's where you have to know to be a little vulnerable. All right? So emotions make you a little vulnerable. And a lot of men don't like to feel vulnerable for some reason, but with vulnerability there's humility in that. There is growth. You know what I'm saying? Just like if you cry, you know what I'm saying? If you cry, just like think about crying as rain to a flower. If you crying and you go through that pain, there's growth if you feel it. You know what I'm saying? If you feel it and let it go and not let it overcome you, there's growth in that. So when it comes to the spiritual world or whatever, we have to learn that what we are going through is the living testament. There's no Jesus to save you. Now, as far as God the creator, I feel like it is all and nothing at the same time. God is all and nothing at the same time because he's in you. Everything that you need to know is inside you. That's why you watch the movies, you have the devil on one shoulder, the God on one shoulder, trying to talk the person to do something or whatever, right? Because that is us. We are the living testament. We all can write our stories. Start journaling, right? If you journal your life and what you've been through, you'll understand that you have trauma. I don't care if you're rich, poor, black, or white. Everybody got trauma. Everybody done been through some shit, okay? It's all about how you deal with it, your outcome. And the main thing is learning how to feel, okay? You got to know how to feel those emotions, let stuff go. If not, then that's where the narcissist comes in. That's where you let the demon take over you, because the demon does not, the devil inside you does not want to feel. You didn't chose a side to sit here and say, well, I don't want to feel. I want to be hateful. I want to be a little con. I want to have game. I want to do this because I've been hurt. You done let the devil take over. And I say that because my son, okay? So I have an oldest son, sweetheart, good, really good guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and his girlfriend ended up breaking his heart. You know what I'm saying? She was a little thought or whatever. And she broke his heart and was using my son or whatever. So all of a sudden he was like, mama, I love all the girls. You know what I'm saying? I ain't loving none of them. I said, you let her have your soul, son. That was her point. Sometimes people come to your life as a test for you. So she came into my son's life to break his spirit, break his soul. He was a good kid, loving. You know what I'm saying? He was the type, he gonna get your hair and nails done. He gonna sit with you while you get it done. Gonna do whatever he wants because he's a lover boy. You know what I'm saying? But she came into his life to steal his light, because there are many demons. There are many. Everything's a spiritual warfare. Everybody who you come in contact with, okay? And the animals will let you know if you good or bad, okay? And I feel like, I believe in reincarnation. I believe that energy transfers. So sometimes you might come back a dog, okay? So, but at the same time, I just want people to know that narcissism is a choice. It's not a disorder. It's just something that the doctors want to put on it to make people, to give you medication, because I feel like if they let everybody know the truth about, like, we are the walking angels and demons, that there are going to be some crazy people who want to motherfucking slay demons and shit all the goddamn time. So I guess that's probably the balance that they, people can't handle the truth. You know what I'm saying? Just like the people who go so far and believing into politics and believe in the presidents, they be ready to kill behind these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? People who believe so much in celebrities, they be ready to kill behind these motherfuckers. So I understand kind of why they lie or whatever, but it is for control. But who are they to tell? I don't know. People crazy. So I kind of understand the balance of lying to people, because we don't want a bunch of demon slayers walking around this motherfucker. Instead of people healing themselves and learning discernment and staying away, they'll be out here trying to kill people. Okay? I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but I don't give a fuck. I ain't monetized any damn way. So, with that being said, just be aware. Have discernment. You know what I'm saying? People gonna come into your lives as tests, okay? And even if you on your narcissism or whatever, right? Some people come to your good people come into your life to try to get you out of the narcissism, to give you love, and show you, you know, it's okay to heal. And it's up to you to want to accept that or stay in your own hell. To stay in your hell, because you got to be happy on purpose. You got to see her and you got to know who you are. And that's a lot of things, a lot of people don't know who they are. Now, on the spiritual journey, that I always say, and I've always heard, you got to lose your mind to find your mind. It's going to make you feel like you crazy. People ain't going to believe you because they not experiencing either. They not experiencing what you're experiencing. But it's a real, I call myself a seer. I am a seer. I can hear things. I can see things. I can feel things. I can smell. Sometimes I can smell the shit through the damn TV. Okay? So, with that being said, don't let nobody take your soul. I don't care if it's your mother, your father, your sister, your brother. These demons come, they start off as your family. Some of us don't even know that we were chosen since we were motherfucking kids, okay? And we had family trying to make our steps. Like, okay, let's say you got a controlling ass mother. You sit here, you grew up or whatever. Your mother has always been fucking controlling. You go to college, she want to control every motherfucking thing you do. She get mad when she can't control you. Fucking narcissist. But she's Mother Dearest. She's pictured as Mother Dearest to the world. It's a mask. The people we encounter in our everyday lives is a test. I had to end up learning, like, the things I used to be like, oh, why this happening to me? I'm tired of this. Oh, God, why this is happening? Until I understood that life is just school. I started embracing every bad thing that happened. I said, okay, this happened for a reason. Something I allowed. It's always a lesson for you. Stop being outside of yourself. Be inside of yourself. Go inside. Because once you go inside, you will see that that life is beautiful and it's so much to learn. And once you master self, you master everything. So the Holy Trinity that they want to tell you that's outside of you, the Holy Ghost, is you. Flesh, spirit, and soul. Flesh is what craves like sex, food. That's the hardest one. Whatever, right? Spirit is the one that controls the emotions. If you get too mad, you're going to react. If you get sad, you're going to be too sad. That's the emotions. Consciousness is your decisions for right and wrong. That's your soul. All right. Y'all have a good day.